The following is an AI-generated script derived from one of Bob Cochran's essays that likely made it into his books. The voice is an AI approximation of Bob's voice. This essay and others like it can be found on Bob's YouTube channel by searching for the handle @Clever2Wise. Like and subscribe to help this work continue. Essay 9, The Shift and Split. Humanity is now experiencing something called the shift, which is basically the universe asking civilization, are you ready to try something better, or do you want to keep repeating the same old patterns? Apparently, individuals now have the option to vibrationally shift either up or down, representing a split. It's like a cosmic choose-your-own-adventure book, except instead of turn to page 47 to fight the dragon, it's turn to compassion to evolve, or stay with separation to keep repeating our painful history. Option A, the upward vibrational spiral. Institutions shifting vibrationally upward may begin to increasingly display signs of integrity and compassion. This might show up as businesses prioritizing human well-being over quarterly profits, governments focusing more on collaboration instead of adversarial drama, and educational systems that teach creativity and critical thinking rather than conformity. These upgraded institutions will likely become stronger and more sustainable as they more vibrationally align with all that is through cooperation rather than just competition. Option B, the downward vibrational spiral. Institutions shifting vibrationally downward may, instead, double down on separatist competitive models. Instead of evolving, they may become more extreme, devolved versions of their previous forms. More control, more fear-based messaging, more us versus them thinking. Due to being vibrationally misaligned with all that is, these institutions may eventually collapse under the weight of their own misalignment, like a skyscraper built on quicksand. Individual choice. Like each institution, each person gets to choose, either actively or by default, which version of the shift they will experience. Every choice of collaboration over competition, understanding over judgment, and possibility over limitation amounts to vibrationally voting for and contributing to an upward spiral Earth timeline dimension. Every choice of fear over love, separation over connection, or scarcity over abundance amounts to vibrationally voting for and contributing to a downward spiral Earth timeline dimension. Votes are permanently recorded, one choice at a time, one person at a time, one moment at a time. Institutional tipping points. Institutions are basically collections of individuals. Hence, when sufficient numbers within an institution start choosing upward spiral options, the entire institution has the potential to shift upwards. Likewise, as most people within an institution remain stuck in old patterns, the institution may become increasingly dysfunctional. Institutions shifting vibrationally upward may display signs such as increased transparency and honesty, more collaboration with less hierarchical control, increased focus on serving the greater good, and a willingness to admit mistakes and course correct. Institutions shifting vibrationally downward may show very different signs, such as an increase in secrecy and information spin, more authoritarianism and control, doubling down on failed strategies, and continuing policies designed more for exploiting people than serving them. Our individual role. This cosmic choose-your-own-adventure game positions individuals not as a passive observer, but as a main character writing their own story. Personal choices, consciousness levels, and ways of being in the world will all contribute to which version of the shift becomes reality in their personal world. It's like a multiplayer video game where the choices of individual players also affect the environment for everyone. Individually choosing cooperation makes the game more collaborative for everyone, while individually choosing fear and competition biases the collective game more towards conflict-oriented experiences. When timelines split. We're reportedly approaching a collective timeline split, where people choosing the upward vibrational spiral will experience a very different individual and collective dimensional reality than those choosing the downward vibrational spiral. The universe might be saying, you want to experience scarcity and conflict? Here's that world. You want to experience abundance and cooperation? Here's that world. Choose your own adventure stories allow readers to make different choices if they dislike how the story unfolded. Likewise, the shift isn't just a one-time decision, but, for now, an ongoing, individual, and cumulative choice made moment by moment. Having a difficult day and unconsciously voting for a downward spiral timeline doesn't have to pose a permanent problem. Taking a breath, recalibrating, and re-choosing for an upward vibrational spiral experience takes advantage of the universe's current allowance for course corrections. I say current, in that the two paths are said to be like two slowly diverging trains. While they're still side by side, jumping between trains is possible. At some point, that may no longer be an option. As a sufficient number choose the upward vibrational spiral, that Earth dimension will activate to unlock the next level of human potential. This will be like graduating from Civilization 1.0, the Struggle Edition, to Civilization 2.0, the Cooperation Expansion Pack. Likewise, those that choose, perhaps by default, the downward vibrational spiral will likely experience a very different future as that Earth dimension activates. Hence, the question becomes what kind of future individuals want to help create, activate, and choose through the vibration level of their daily thoughts, choices, and contributions. What will it be? For more information on Bob Cochran's first book, Emerging Imaginal You, a time-traveling note to self from the corner of science and spirituality, or his second book, Hyperdimensional You, Surfing the Shift Toward Mastery, check out clever2wise.com. That's clever2wise.com, or on Facebook, #clever2wise. Feel free to also subscribe and like videos on Bob's YouTube channel, which can be located by searching for the handle @clever2wise.